this is Victor. I'm here with the second part on the painting tutorial of the Black Legion Lord of Chaos that is coming in the Blackstone Fortress. In the first part we have done the base colors and the washes, and now we are going to start working on the highlights. I did the inside of the cape because it's quite difficult to reach, but I will explain the technique here on the outside part of the cape. What I have put on my wet palette is Rhinox, Mephiston Red and Fire Dragon Bright, if I'm not wrong, a 2 layer orange, okay? So a brown, a orange, dark brown, orange and the red, that is the middle color. Remember we painted with Khorne Red when we were painting the cape. So you can use, instead of Mephiston Red, Khorne Red. So the first I'm going to apply in the deeper recesses just Rhinox hide. I have a little bit of red on the brush, okay, and if you make a mistake, don't worry. This is just to do the shading, so you can be quite messy here. I'm going to use white blending, sorry, to do that, and this is why I put that on my palette. So apply this on the recesses, okay. I want to see where I have the darkest shades, so I will apply. Be careful not to go on top of the fur. I don't want to dirt on the fur. And you can, we'll apply a little bit around the fur. Okay. Not too many recesses because there is only one fold in this cape. Okay, so now I will take a little bit of mixture, 50-50, and I will go next to where we apply brown, and this is still fresh, so you will see that you keep moving the brown around. Okay, and now I will take pure red. I need to put some water on my red. I'm going to take pure red, and go over here. Okay, and now this will mix with the brown, and we want to make the transition. So here you can have, where the fold is very deep, it's not a problem to have a hard transition. Where the fold is smoother, you want to be as well smoother with the transition. Okay, so I'm going to apply here this bright red. Okay, and I stop there. Okay, it's better to work, when you're doing this, it's better to work by zones of the cape. So start with one point. I like to start with something that is very evident and work from this point on. And now you can see I'm applying orange on top of the red, just to give this extra bright point. Don't leave the orange too evident. So you want the orange just to get blend, to get fuse with the red. Okay, you just want it to make it lighter. And here, because the fold goes down again when the character is placed flat, this is going to be hidden. So what I'm going to do is, first I will apply a little bit of orange here, because this should be an exposed part. Okay, I mix it with, so I want it to be bright. We are going to soften later on, don't worry. And now I take red with a little bit of brown, and we do here. Okay, we do this part darker. And the whole, of course, we do it completely brown. Okay, but we can add some brown as well here to show the depth of the cape. Okay. Something like that. This is also a technique that you can use to do dirtying at the bottom of the cape if you want. Okay, so now I'm going to apply the brighter red mixed with a little bit of orange, and I'm going to apply this as an edge highlight this part of the cape. Okay, to give. And then I take a little bit with brown, a little bit more of brown. Okay, and we are going to do it here. See? Now I take again the mixture of orange and red, and I do this. Okay, let's do now the next fold. The next fold is this small fold here, and we are going to do something like that. You see? We want to go to the top. Okay, and then you want to do the next one that goes next to the, we have like that, then we have like that, and we have another one that is the edge. But don't go there at the bottom. The bottom, this bottom here, I wanted to leave it darker. Okay, now I take the mixture and this to red. Put some water here. Okay. I take the mixture here and I go in this part. Okay, like that. Again the mixture, and I soften this because I want to go up there. Okay, and here we have another one, another fold, another recess, here another one. Okay, now I take the pure red and I go here, I do this one here like that, and I will help myself doing that. And now I take orange and I will with orange with the orange. You want to be very subtle. If you put too much orange, then we'll go to the orange directly. This cape is quite nicely folded at the end. But you have to be very smooth on this one, because the folds are quite flat on the other side. So this is why I prefer to do, this one will not be visible because we'll have the jump pack on top, not the jump pack, the backpack, sorry. And now I'm going to apply right here, okay, and there. Remember that the base color is Khorne Red, that is slightly darker. This way the red, it's more visible than what you may expect, and I think this is a good way to go. Now I take Rhinox hide and I do the hole. I go back with the red. One thing that I forgot to do, and I will do it now, is I forgot to do the red thing that it's showing through the nose, jaws. Okay, it's done. I mix it with a little bit of brown to meet the tonality we already have. And now I'm going to add some orange and apply some highlights. I will put more orange on this part here. It's going to be the main fold, and that's all. Then I keep red on the other ones. And you see who looks like the cape. Thing looks quite nicely. To add some more red here to finish the fold. Maybe here we can add, this is one of the other important folds, we can add a little bit of orange to increase the brightness. But you don't want to get the same brightness of the big one. You can keep a little bit to the top. We can add just a very subtle touch of orange here like that. I know that it's very visible, but now I come with the red. Okay, so this is the way I do the cape. Now let's work on the armor. To work on the armor, I can put him back. No, because I need to do the legs. Yeah. Let's work on the armor first. To work on the armor, as I want to edge highlight, I will go for a smaller brush. Okay. Space here. So to work on the armor, I will take Dawstone now. And I will take the Dark Reaper from the color we used before. Okay, I will go soft, and you want to be patient to do that. So let's do, for example, the leg. One trick we can use is to go close to the we go close to the metal part, and we follow a little bit the shape, something like that. It doesn't matter, it's quite thick, it's not a problem. Then we go down. Okay, and now I come with Dark Reaper. And I will make it, but I will leave it a little bit from here. And I will make it much thinner. Okay. It's a little bit of edge highlighting combined with non-metallic metal. So I want to do the shoe, for example. The shoe can go directly with this, and then if the line is too thick, I go back with Dark Reaper and I clean up. For example, we can do here something that follows this thing. Just you need to follow all the rust parts, but some of them. Okay, and then I come with Dark Reaper. And I try to thin it down. Okay. Okay. And we keep doing that on all the different parts. So here we also want to add some additional bright. Now we come with that Reaper. And so on. So this one, for example, where it's very easy. First, if I miss a tube, I just go like paint on top. What is very easy is when we don't have the metal rim. We just do H highlight. And if we have a tube like here, what we can do is to do something like that. Okay. So there is not much to say, much else to say here. So yeah, here I know I'm discovering new tubes, so I paint them with Dawstone if there are new tubes. Then again, the top of the shoe we do like that. Okay. And then I come with the Reaper arrow. So I will keep doing that on all the armor plates and I will be back. Okay, the highlights on the black are done. Okay, and now I'm going to work on the face. So the first thing I will do is I will add a little bit of Agrax Earthshade around the eyes and in the mouth to increase the shading in that part of the face. Okay. Yeah. And we are going to put it inside the mouth. Okay. To do the highlights, I will use Flayed one flash. I will, as I want to do a little bit of blending, I will put this on my white palette. I want to go a little bit pale with the skin, and I will put back Kislev flash as well. And now I'm going to apply the black inside the eyes. Okay, what we want to do is very carefully apply black. Like that. Next, I'm going to use white. Okay, and instead of using pure white, I will use palette witch flash. I will use it first on the teeth. Okay, and now inside of the eyes. You want to leave around the eye the black. Okay. Now we go back with black. Okay. And what we want to do on the eye, in the eye, sorry. Something like that, and the same on the other side. Can be that you mistake like I did here, so don't worry, I correct. And I will repeat the operation. This can take a little bit of time until you feel Now we are going to clean up a little bit the excess, and I'm going to take a little bit of, I'm going to use Fenrisian Grey. I will mix it with a little bit of Kislev flesh to give a little bit of bluish tone. We can go a little bit darker, we can use a little bit of not Kislev flesh, sorry, Cadian flesh. Okay, this is a little bit darker. We mix it with the bluish color. Put some water just to put a little bit of blue. Just give it a minute. Our skin sometimes have a little bit of blue undershade. What we're going to do is apply a little bit of this mixture, this Cadian flesh with a little bit of Fenrisian Grey. We're going to apply this at the bottom of the eye. Okay, and now I go with just Kislev flesh. We'll touch the nose. And I will touch here and the eyebrows. Take a little bit of Cadian is too thick. Do some Cadian flesh tone. Apply Fenrisian Grey and now Cadian flesh tone on top. Okay. Now I will use remove, I will not use this lamp anymore. We'll start applying Flayed one flesh to make the skin much pale. Let's start with the nose. a little bit of Kislev flesh. And the chin, now I will use again Flayed flesh. The intention is to give really a sick looking pale color. No, Cadian. What I'm going to use now is a little bit of Bookmark's Glow. It's a darker skin, and I will try to put a little bit just here. We'll make this below the eyes. out a little bit there, and then we mix it with a bit of Cadian flesh. Put very soft in there. Here, now with the Kislev flesh. We make this part thinner. I think on the head is a part where you want to spend time and you want to be, it's a very important part to dedicate time. Okay. Go now with a little bit of lighter color, and I just want to go below. Want to keep the reddish part next to the eye. Okay, I think this is looking good for the face. I close the colors. We go to the next step. So next step, I'm going to start highlighting a little bit the gold parts, and to do that I will use Auric armor gold on top of the gold, on the edges of the gold we have done. Okay. Not everywhere, you just want to apply where you want this extra shyness. Also to clean up a little bit if the wash went out of control. Okay, so see, I'm touching mainly the edges. Here it's okay for me to have this darker color. Okay, so I'd like to have that, and I will keep working on the different parts. This one is quite easy compared to the face, so I will keep doing that. You can see this is quite time-consuming miniature, but it's a miniature that I would like to dedicate more time. Is the boss of the bad guys in the box, and he's a Chaos Lord, so it deserves some attention. So I will keep working on the gold, as you can see, adding some highlights with Auric armor gold, and I come back once this is done. Okay, I had a problem with the camera and something was not record, so I will explain what I have done. So what I did is with Mephiston Red, okay, I went on this part here, so just to add some highlights on the red part, and with Khorne Red I did the inside of the eye. Just you take Khorne Red and you go inside, okay? Then on the gold you see that there is some brighter points. It's because I applied a Stormhost silver Okay, to add some additional highlights on the gold. And now what I'm working is with Administratum gray. I'm highlighting the corrugate tubes, or the tubes, sorry, the tubes, and I'm doing a second highlight on the armor. So let me show you an example here. That is the part where we have more tubes. So what I go is first I look where the cable is, the coating of the cable is being damaged, and I go around so that it pop-ups where we have the damage. I also go to where we have this type of protuberances, that it's like because really these cables, they look like they are swelling in some parts, so look like if they are more veins than cables in a way. Okay, so you want to add some additional highlights. It's just to make the cable more interesting and less boring. And then where we have the armor that is damaged, or where we have the, for example here, that looks like the cable is going inside of the armor, is making a hole, I go around that and I will apply as well Administratum gray. Okay, this will accent as I did here. Okay, this will make more visible where we have this type of damage on the armor. Here I will again do this. We are going to do that. Okay, and now the other thing I'm going to do as well is where I did these bright points on the armor, I go with a very little of Administratum gray and I just do the final highlight. Okay, this will also. So what I'm working, instead of jumping from one side to another, I will try to go to do it by zones. For example, here we have a very little cable. I do that, and now I will add some highlight to this thing. And here, okay, yeah, we have like a bell that is hidden. Like that. Then this leg, for example, what I'm going to do is I will touch like that to make this, and then from here to the bottom. Okay, some parts are more difficult to access. I will also explain how I did the base in another tutorial, maybe in the weekly tutorial of the next week, because maybe it's interesting for you. I'm trying to do bases that are a little bit similar to the board of the Blackstone fortress. Okay, so I will keep working this light gray, and I come back once this is done. Next, I'm going to use Usbati bone to highlight the skulls. I'm going to use it, for example, here. Highlight this one. I'm going to use it on this one here. and I'm going to apply on this close there. I prefer them to be more bone color than going for a dark color like the original paint job. Okay. Now I'm going to highlight a little bit the yellowish wires, and to do that I'm going to use again Zamesi Desert, and as we have done 2 washes, I'm going to apply this in some parts to add this additional highlight. Okay. And see now this guy is coming out quite nicely. I'm going to do the ones in the backpack as well, so I will do this off camera and I come back. Okay, I have highlighted all the tubes, and now I'm going to work on this thing here, and this is quite a curious thing, and I was hesitating how to do this part, so I will apply first Khorne Red. Okay, this, I don't know exactly what this is. What is this supposed to be? Sorry. It's quite a weird thing here. It looks like it's encasted in the armor. Okay, and now this will come the tricky part. I'm going to go around with the Khorne Red around the symbol of chaos here. Okay. As you can see, I'm just going, there's too much paint around. Okay, I will apply now Mephiston Red. Okay, and I apply Khorne Red here a little bit. I will not do the other side because it's not almost is not visible, so I will focus on this part. And here I will add directional highlights. We'll take a little bit of Wild Rider Red. We are going to add a little bit of Wild Rider Red here in the Aura's eye, and I will like that, and I like that, and I will apply it a little bit. Just in the middle. And now I'm going to use Nuln Oil. Okay. I'm going to use Nuln Oil on this thing. Here on the hammer, okay, and on the handle of the hammer. And now I will need to wait that Nuln Oil dries before doing the next step, but I will also apply a little bit on top of the armor plates. Okay, to make it darker. We'll try to avoid the brightest parts, but for example here I will apply it on the armor plates. Here again I will apply it I want them to look even darker. Okay, you get here the point. So I will do that and then come back once the oil have dry. Okay, now that the wash have dry, we are going to add a little bit of highlight there with Mephiston Red. Okay, this is going to add some bright points. Okay, very easy, and I'm going to apply the same red. Here I was forgetting the plasma coil. here. And before it dries, I will use Nuln Oil Slayer Orange. Okay. And now with red, we are going to okay. Now we wait that this dries. We have to add to the sides as well. I will wait that this dries now. Okay. While this is drying, we can start working a little bit on the metal. We are going to use again a Stormhost silver, and I'm going to use iron breaker. First, I will clean up a little bit the excess of red in some parts here. Using iron breaker. Okay, and now with Stormhost silver, okay, I will do a little bit of like edge highlighting. Like that. Like here. No. and we are going to do as well, that I forgot before, these spikes we have there on the backpack. Okay. Right. There we go. And just the last thing I want to do, and this guy is almost done. We are going to do the handle of the hammer, and I'm going to play a little bit of Mephiston Brown. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply a little bit of Mephiston Brown, following the straps on the hammer handle. Okay, and that's all for this Lord of Chaos. So here we have Lord of Chaos from the Blackstone Fortress, painted and ready for the game. So the only thing I'm going to do to finalize is to do the rim black, but I will do this, I will do it off camera, it does not need here. So you just clean the rim now with black, and this guy is ready to go to the battle as well. So here we have how to tutorial in the channel. There is a second part, maybe longer than what I was expecting, but it's how to paint Black Legion Chaos Lord from the Blackstone Fortress. I hope you have liked this video. Please let me know what do you think. Give a like if you have liked, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.